What up, Hype Beast? It's your boy Lucrecio coming at you with another Fortnite Save the World gameplay video. Today we're doing a retrieve the data mission, and I'm just gonna go ahead and let you see what was going on that day when I recorded this gameplay. Alright, so without further ado, let's roll the footage. Alright, bam. Alrighty. So as you can see, we just came out of the house of, we were looting. Somebody started the mission. So as you can see, it's already chaos out here. I didn't even get a chance to really switch my guns out. Right now I have that scoped assault rifle, which I don't particularly even like that gun. And I have a shredder, the shotgun shredder, which I got from a storm chest. I had these, I had the schematic for these, but I went ahead and gave it up because I didn't really love the gun that much. It's growing on me now, but I would have to find another schematic, as that one was taken from a storm chest. Because storm chest, if you do a good job, they give you, or I don't, maybe not even if you do a good job, but they give you weapons to try out. Basically, that's why a lot of people like storm chest. They also give you materials. So as you can see, I was a little bit late on this particular mission. There's already a smasher in there, and you know, it's kind of a lot of stuff. I believe this one they raised the difficulty as well, so it's a lot of enemies. Look, this is an epic chrome husk, which is tough. That's why I pulled out the rocket launcher to go ahead and help take this one out. And he's a level 60, so he's a bad guy. That's a bad guy there. So I'm doing work with the rocket launcher. The problem with the rocket launcher is when you use it as much as I'm using it right now, it's gonna break because they don't last very long. Rocket launchers, typically I craft a couple of them for the missions or whatever. Luckily they don't take a whole lot of the important materials. For instance, if this one's made out of malachite and it only takes 3 malachites to craft this particular rocket launcher, so that gives me the opportunity to craft, even though they break easily and you can't use them for that long, it gives me the opportunity to craft multiple ones, so I can still have the option to use them during the gameplay. So as you can see, one of my teammates left. We'll see if they reconnect. If not, we'll still go ahead and get this win, no problem. So yeah, so we kind of cleared the immediate area. You see, it just broke. Okay, so the teammate ended up coming back, which is cool. We were able to clear the immediate area around the fort, so they gave us a little bit of time to get back, you know, in position to defend. The building was really good on this one. If you can see, there's a lot of ceiling zappers or whatever, so those gave us a good opportunity to keep a lot of the enemies at bay, even though they don't die from them, but they do enough damage to kind of slow them down. If you see, I'm shooting at a giant husk right now, and there's a lot of them. There's like 2 there, and then there's 1 back there. Like I said, that blast is one of the toughest things to have to guard against on this game up to this point. Most of the enemies are pretty predictable, so it's just a matter of, there's always a lot, so you just have to take out a lot of them. But those giant husks or whatever, with that blast that they give you, they can give you from across the map. So sometimes they're just the most annoying enemy. And as you can see, the difficulty was obviously raised on this one because there is a lot of enemies on this particular go around, a whole lot of enemies. So a lot of mini husks right now coming through, and they're getting the same blast treatment as everybody else. So more missiles. I may have had more than 2 crafted for this mission because, like I said, the fact that I had so many to shoot, usually you don't get the opportunity to shoot that many rockets from those guns. So we're still defending the data, and once again, there's a lot to contend with. So as you can see, because of the amount of enemies that we were dealing with, I went ahead and crafted probably 1 or 2 more, so that when we had a little bit of a break in the action, I went ahead and crafted some more rockets because I just felt like we were going to need more rockets. So I used that dragon slash, which comes in handy quite a bit. I really appreciate that move. I switched characters. I want to switch to a different hero because I've been using this ninja for so long, and I ended up switching right back to him just because I really appreciate that dragon slash. So now we're just shooting. Now we're trying to keep the enemies at bay. They're all coming, most of them are coming from one side now. So I'm trying my best to light the field on fire, because when they walk through, they will sustain fire damage, and a lot of times they die from the fire damage because it's a pretty powerful weapon. So once again, trying to keep a fire on the field, trying to make them walk through the fire. And then we got some mini husks coming, so I just went ahead and wiped out a load of them there. So that was definitely good for the team. And we're holding, like I said, there's a lot of enemies on this particular stage. I don't know if it's because of a raise in the difficulty or what, but there's a lot of enemies. A lot of enemies on the stage. So I feel like we are holding the fort pretty well. So once again, I did the whole stage with the rocket launchers. Which, I mean, you can do. Like I said, it's kind of a waste of materials if you do that, because the rocket launchers don't last, but you could definitely do that. So yeah, once again, we're keeping them at bay. Thought this was a good defense, man, because like I said, just because it was so many enemies on this particular stage for some reason. Like I said, it's probably a difficulty increase or something like that, but there was a whole lot of enemies on this stage for whatever reason. So I feel like we did a good job with it. And now we come back to this side, and then there's more enemies coming down here, and I just decided to see if I could head them off at the pass. I put that little the floating decoy up there that shoots, well, it's not really a decoy, it kills quite a bit of enemies for you. But yeah, I was Rocket Man on this particular fort defense. So yeah, once again, we were able to clear the house a little bit, and then we realized that the storm changed directions and that people are actually coming from the other direction now. So we have to get back in better position to defend from this area. Yep, and like I said, we did a pretty solid job. Looks like one of my teammates is down, but no big deal. Let's see, I was going to revive him, but it looked like time let him go ahead and revive and get back up. So now I'm using the helium shotgun. Doing a pretty good job with the helium shotgun, I guess. It's slow. It's one of the slow weapons, so naturally when there's a lot of enemies, I don't know that as you can see, I'm reviving one of my teammates. It's one of the slower weapons, so if you can, and a lot of enemies, sometimes when you're dealing with a whole lot of enemies, and I got knocked down too. Like I said, there's a lot of enemies and I got hit with that blast. But when you're dealing with a whole lot of enemies, sometimes that helium shotgun can be a little too slow. But I was ready to pop back up. Be a little bit too slow, and I'm still lighting people up with that. I'm mad that I was down for that 1 second, man. That irritates me, because this was a good defense. This should have been a flawless defense, but hey. And then naturally you got to give them a little dance at the end. Want to ride the pony, but hey. All right, well, that was that defend or retrieve the data mission. Pretty good defense or whatever. Like I said, the difficulty looked like it was raised on that particular stage. There was a whole lot of enemies to contend with, but ultimately we got it done and it was no problem. So as always, I'll see you next time with the next gameplay. Probably tomorrow I'll upload some more gameplays for you guys, because once again, it's my duty to try to get you guys in the Fortnite Save the World. All right, let me know what you think down below in the comment section. As always, subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and yeah,